Hey guys, it's Ross Scotton on the Space Coach today. When I was in the bookstore in Leadenhall Market, I saw something that looked very intriguing and I had to acquire it. And it's this! Pan's Labyrinth, The Labyrinth of the Faun, by Guillermo del Toro and Cornelia Funke. So, I love the cover of this. It's beautiful. And I really liked the movie Pan's Labyrinth. This, I think, is a prequel of sorts. Or a sequel, who knows. But yes, that is the front cover. Very, very nice. The faun and the girl, or a girl, and I'm not sure what that is. I'm sure I will find out from reading it. But that's just the back cover. It just has some text from the novel. So I shall just read to you from the dust jacket what it is about. In fairy tales, there are men and there are wolves. There are beasts and dead parents. There are girls and forests. Ophelia knows all this like any young woman with a head full of stories. And she sees right away what the Capitan is in his immaculate uniform, boots and gloves, smiling, a wolf. But nothing can prepare her for the fevered reality of the Capitan's eerie house, in the midst of a dense forest which conceals many things. Half-remembered stories of lost babies, renegade resistance fighters hiding from the army, a labyrinth, beasts and fairies. There is no one to keep Ophelia safe as the labyrinth beckons her into her own story, where the monstrous and the human are inextricable, where myths pulse with living blood. This enthralling novel, inspired by the 2006 film, illustrates that fantasy is the sharpest tool to explore the terrors and miracles of the human heart. Now, if you look carefully, I'm not sure if it will show, there are dark lines throughout here, and that means there's bonus content. There are some pictures, I'll show you some of them. So I think this is the first one. Just illustrations throughout the text, like so, which is very, very nice. She's reading a book under the tree. What's the next one? And there she is. That looks like a frog. It's been ages since I saw Pan's Labyrinth. I only really remember the overall plot, such as it was. And there she is there. Now, I have to admit, I was slightly in two minds about this book because as much as I loved the cover, I also read Guillermo del Toro's The Strain trilogy, and it's also been a TV series. The first one, The Strain itself, it was excellent. The second one was like, the third one, I was so disappointed with not only it, but the conclusion of the trilogy as well. So I just hope he doesn't write himself into a corner or comes up with the classic, God did it. Now, that's a freaky looking thing. That's a guy with the eyes in his hands. What else have we got? This. And what else do we have? This. So, yes, very nice that it's got those pages in there as well. It always helps bring the text to life, whichever book has some illustrations in it. And I am looking forward to reading this. I've got about 100 pages or just under of Alphabet Squadron left to go. So I'll finish that in the next several days. Then this will be my reading on the way to and from work. I'm still going through the Mueller report, but that's my evening reading. So yes, Pan's Labyrinth, The Labyrinth of the Faun. It does sound interesting. I do hope it doesn't disappoint because I've been down this road with Guillermo del Toro before. But I shall advise you of my progress in due course. It's a gorgeous cover. I really like it. And it was the cover that leapt out to me. I thought, Pan's Labyrinth. Then I saw, oh, Labyrinth of the Faun must be a sequel, prequel, what have you. But yes, let's hope it's as good as the film. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for an upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed. Or like the video.